early 20th century, the Wild West was fading into memory. Railroads had replaced stagecoaches, and frontier justice was giving way to courts and law books. But in one remote corner of Nevada, the frontier just wasn't quite finished. On December 5th of 1916, a mail wagon made its usual journey from Three Creek, Idaho, to the mining town of Jarbidge, Nevada. It was a bitterly cold evening, and the narrow canyon trails were slick with snow and ice. When the wagon failed to arrive on schedule, searchers went out into the darkness. What they found would shock the quiet town. Fred Searcy, the 60-year-old male driver, was slumped over in the driver's seat, a .44 caliber bullet lodged in his skull. Blood soaked the seat and pooled into the snow. The mail pouch he had been transporting, stuffed with nearly $4,000 in cash, was missing. The killer had tried to cover his tracks. The body was still warm, but the scene was eerily silent. No tracks led away from the wagon, at least none that could be followed in the drifting snow. A crude attempt had been made to burn Searcy's body, likely to hide the bullet wound, but it didn't work. And attention soon turned to a small group of drifters staying in the area. Ben E. Kuhl was one of them, a known troublemaker with a criminal record stretching back to petty theft and horse stealing. He'd been working as a baker in the nearby mining camp, but he wasn't alone. His associates, Ed Beck and Billy McGraw, were also hauled in for questioning. At first, the evidence was thin. The stolen cash had just simply vanished without a trace. But then, investigators made a breakthrough. One of the mail sacks was found near the scene, and it was stained with blood. On it, clear as day, was the imprint of a palm. For the first time in American legal history, palm print evidence was introduced in a courtroom. Experts testified that the bloody palm matched Ben Kuhl's exactly. It was the kind of detail that just couldn't be explained away. Kuhl's trial began in September of 1917. The courtroom was packed with townspeople, reporters, and lawmen, all curious to see justice catch up with the outlaw. Kuhl never confessed. He denied everything. But the palm print told a different story. The jury found him guilty of murder. The court sentenced him to death. Later, though, that sentence was reduced to life in prison. But there was no question who had committed the crime. Kuhl would go on to serve nearly 28 years in the Nevada State Prison. He was a quiet prisoner, aging behind stone walls as the world outside moved on. On May 7th of 1945, he was released on parole, a broken man, weakened by tuberculosis. Later that same year, he died in San Francisco. No one ever found the missing $4,000. The old jailhouse in Jarbidge still stands today, empty, silent, and weathered by time. It's one of the last standing witnesses to a crime that closed the chapter on the American stagecoach era. For just one frozen night in 1916, the Old West rode again, and then it was gone.